Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Welcome to another weekend product review. My friends over at VEVOR have sent me yet another item. Comes in this nice little bag. It's a wireless handheld car buffer polisher. Instructions, buffer pads, charger for the lithium ion battery, more buffer pads, a chamois, or in America we call them chamois. Not one lithium ion battery, but two lithium ion batteries. That way when you run out of one, you can just swap over to the other one while the first one's charging. Uninterrupted power while you're buffing scratches out of your car. A wool or polisher buffer pad. Here is the polisher itself. Made by VEVOR. Kind of like a sander type feel. Rubber coating around plastic ABS housing. It's got an on and off switch. And that's it. There's nothing to it. The speed selector here, dial, where you can dial from slow to fast polishing. And the area where you insert the battery. Just like that. Let's see over shipping if the battery is still charged. Wow, okay, so that's 6, fastest. And you can lower the speed. Here it is right here. Power. It's got a light indicator showing that there's full 3 bars. This is setting number 1. Nice and quiet. No wires to plug into your outlet. No wires to restrict where you polish your car. You can polish your car on the go. As you can see from the pad, it's got the Velcro hook and loop type backing. So you can simply place a buffer pad on here and rip it off when you're ready, when you're done. This is my Ford F-150 pickup. I love it. People do not have any respect for other people's cars in the parking lot. They just open their doors without caring at all. So here we have a nice scratch. And it's like somebody just walking by with something sharp. And I've got a line here, 3 little lines there right at this area here. Let me go get some polishing compound or speed wax, see if we can just buff that out. Here's a better look at the scratch in case you can't see it. See that now? I'm gonna use some Mowers synthetic wax. I don't have any polishing compound. I do, but it's very old and I don't want to use it. So I've had really good luck, believe it or not, getting rid of superficial scratches with just buffing with my hand. I'm gonna use this one first because this is the least abrasive type. We're just gonna put it on like a fine foam pad, just for applying it. And it's, you know, not a huge area, so will be somewhat generous with it anyway because I want to try the other areas too that I want to show you in a second. So when you turn it on, it's going to splash all the wax on you. So first you take it and you kind of dab it and rub it around so it's not so thick in one area. And now we're just going to do it. This is the best angle where you don't see so much glare. We're going to start a little bit slower. Let's say 2. You could still see it, but it's much better. So the difference in pads, the orange one seems like it's the most rigid, it's stiff, it's harder. White one's much softer. Black one's very soft, like cotton balls. And here's the wool one. Let's try the wool one, see if it could do it better, and then we'll try the orange one. Now I put the wool one, put some stuff on there. Start off somewhat slow. I don't really think it's the wool one is abrasive enough to make any difference. Now we're going to try the most abrasive one. This is the hardest sponge that I have. Everything else doesn't seem like it's doing really much. So you just try it. That's a pretty deep scratch. But it looks much nicer already. So I got a little carried away. I started to polish the entire fender. I got off a lot of tree sap and stuff. And I just was determined to try to get this out. I mean, it's so soft and smooth right now, but I could still see it, you know? It's gotten a lot of it out. So I'm just going to try a little bit of rubbing compound. I'm a little worried about using it because this will take off some paint here, and then you're going to see the difference in color. So I'm going to just take it slow and see what happens. So that was a bad idea because rubbing compound actually takes off more paint. So you could see the scratch even more now because whatever you were using in terms of synthetic stuff to cover it up is now grinded off from the rubbing compound. So now you can see that scratch is worse. I'm going to put that wax back on again and try to fix that. Okay, so look at this. I used that chamois. It's not a chamois, it's actually just a dry cloth. And I used some ceramic wax spray. Does that look fantastic? Oh my God, look at the shine. You see the mirror image of the house in the background? Look at that compared to the door, which I didn't do. All right, you can still see it, but this is much more vibrant and clear. I'm very pleased. And while you can't see it here, you can't see it, you can now see it, see? So it's a very deep scratch. But with the buffer, it made it so nice and shiny that it's somewhat concealed. So, you know, these buffers are made for exactly that. Polishing your car, making it nice and shiny to cover up deep scratches, which it did. I think that looks fantastic, don't you? So that's my VEVOR wireless, cordless, lithium-ion powered polisher buffer, handheld. It worked great with lots of different buffer pads. You just have to have the right solutions and wax, compound, polishing formula to get the particular scratches off your car. A little bit of trial and error, and that looks fantastic. I'm extremely satisfied. If you guys would like to get your hands on one of these babies, I'll leave a link in the description. Go check it out. We'll see you guys all next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.